absolutely hooked. I wanted to give you a little backstory while I had the chance, and felt fitting to kind of hold this raw aluminum pot in my hand. The kind of tell you about alloy calls, kind of how we got started, all that good stuff. So and I'm also going to try to not get too long-winded with this, but I was carried turkey hunting for the first time in 2011. A good friend of mine carried me, and ever since I heard that first gobble, ever since I killed my first bird, I've just been absolutely hooked. And I was the same as a lot of young hunters. You know, I was going out there by myself. I had birds gobbling around me, and I just couldn't get them to seal the deal. So you know, of course, people want to make excuses all the time, right? So I kept blaming the calls. I said, it's got to be the calls, right? But in reality, I'm sure it was all me. But I went out and bought a bunch of calls, tried them all out, and I was just kind of, I was watching videos of turkeys online, listening to sound clips, and I just couldn't get the sound that I was looking for. So you know, I'm a machinist by trade, so I decided, hey, let's try to machine one. And I did not have any idea how difficult it was going to be. All right, it's this call that I'm holding in my hand represents my 77th documented design that I've done, and I'm not talking about changing a few little minor things. I'm talking completely deleting the file and starting over, and drawing, you know, a completely new call. Looking back at it, I should have learned lessons a little bit faster than that, but hindsight's always 20/20. But I didn't want to release any calls that weren't ready. Right? I wanted to make sure that every call that I made was the best that it could possibly be. And I'm happy that I held out, because this call that I'm holding in my hand now, all the calls that I'm selling that I'm putting my name on, I'm extremely happy with them. And again, I wouldn't put my name on them if I wasn't. But this call, this kind of felt fitting. This is a call that came just out of the machine. All right, so I take a solid billet of aluminum, and I cut away, I machine away all the excess. All right. Now, obviously, you don't want to walk around in the woods toting this, you know, like a big mirror. So that's when I started anodizing them and all that stuff. Now, I've killed a mess of birds with calls that look just like this, but I just wanted to make sure that we cover all of our bases when we're looking at selling a product. But it's a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears in these calls, and I've been at it for a long time. But I'm glad that I held out and waited until the time was right, and waited until my designs were ready, because this is I'm excited to put my name on them, and been a long time coming, but I'm happy with them. And everything that we do is machine made right here in the United States. Very proud of that, and you know, very, very proud of the friends and family that have helped me get to this point, that have helped Alloy Calls get to this point, and got a lot of support from a lot of local people that have been running my stuff for a long time, and happy to finally get it out there, get the website launched, all that good stuff, and get them out there and get them available to the people all across the country. So so yeah, this is again, this is one that's straight out of the machine. All right, this is one of the prototype timber temptress. This is before I spent the money to anodize the soundboard. I didn't want to spend the money to anodize the pot because I was just I was simply prototyping at that point. But I'm kind of a sentimental guy, so I still hunt with a lot of the raw aluminum pots. You know, I'm still hunting with pots that I made 2-3 years ago, just because they're sentimental to me. But I tell you, I run the new ones every day, and I'm very, very happy with them. So there it is. That's kind of I don't want to say this is the beginning, but you know, it all started with raw aluminum pots, and you know, now we're anodizing them and covering up all that pretty machine work, but that's how it goes. So thank you for your interest. Thank you for watching this video through.